What's up, Lou?
You entered the black light, exited the mass.
Shells.
You entered the black light, exited the mass. You entered the black light, exited the mass.
Yo, we back again. If you throw it in the towel, then you back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with the childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old. And following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role. To release your flow, it's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's nest. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, exited the mass.
Oh,
You entered the black light, exited the mass. You entered the black
you might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You entered the black light,
Just give me your
exited the
attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on to get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt that you remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, I read. I volunteer, no, the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fire be. We have no time for those that be acting grimy.
Yeah, I get it.
You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick, you a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Calypso, Caribbean? Yeah. Yes. Bounce to this. I'm just a black man title, yo, give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And would you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat? You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, fast sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the idle cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled rats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this, man. So, I can't carry my boys at chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, I need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you can work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it proud of the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it proud of the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Into the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink brew heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week, intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head, let the past stay dead, and keep a level head, and don't be misled. Remember most of what I said, I'm hot like times in the rock, but you got us hot from working on your block. By the end of the night, how deep this music is. When does it profit the man to gain the world and lose your soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose your soul? Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media bandit. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known
Potential
as Big
spam.
Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could give you a girl. If you could get the concept,
Nothing can stop me, I'm up.
Whenever I spit, I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit? Ancient Chinese secret now. Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history class, partner? Wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up, son. It is written that there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. And that the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo? Yo, you've been getting in the way and what you knock you down. Yes, but we gon' bring the light, yeah. A Max B production, baby. You know what it is. Listen, I'm known to tell you to fight back. There's no need to sell crack just to live fat. Why don't black superstars simply give back when they know it's a struggle just to live black? Can you picture that, Mr. Aristocrat? I'm coming from the bottom, rising to the top, and conscious is the tone on the CDs I drop. I won't flip-flop like a black bass, but I will put a message in the song before I hook your ass. See, we first class living, worse than slaves of the earlier days. We adapted the ways of the slave master. I stand upon it, the very rock which put your people in bondage just to get 100. The big face kind, and it don't matter if it's making people lose their freaking mind. That's why I'm speaking mine, hopefully to change yours, to pull you out of these streets from these drugs and strange whores. Huh. Is anybody there? Is there love out there? Is anybody there? Is there love out there? It's like we died inside, no longer having pride. We're still for rides, a new skill to hide. And like the red tide, go and get our heads dyed. Rebel against the laws in the cities we reside. Sleep the circumstance, though our eyes open wide. Fail to coexist, let alone coincide. Eat chicken many ways, but prefer it fried. Like your man on death row when his relatives cried. It's death a mistake because somebody lied. And we can only pray that Christ is by his side. Convicted on the statement implied with no proof. Now will the warden cry that he killed another youth? I truly doubt it, that's why we stay in the booth. Just cause it ain't enough, we should demand and show proof. And if they overlook our voices, then we raise the roof. Which one of y'all dudes? you treat your people like being that I feel like I'm a slave, maybe slave. Yo, man, you made a serious mistake, babe. But how you handle me on it, slave to the system. Yeah, sound like a winner right there. Come on. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with who wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. Hold up a minute, fam, let me ask you this. Did your last promotion offer you an ass to kiss? Hashtag for this. I know a better way in many, honestly. Wonder why you bash the shit. Your heart's got to be right to make it from here. For animosity and hate, you can place it here. No time for pity. We partying all the way. No time to be the victim. We got a call to take. Keep you square and watch God fall to fate. A linebacker reads well before they call the play. Hoping you all would say, hoping we all would pray. Invest a little bit of time in a taller day. Forget the ball and play. We got stakes in Israel with much more beef than the Shaw can say. Now that's the scholar's way. No lust for the cause of throwbacks. In fact, give them all away. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my folk free. A slave to the system, then I broke free. Although I may not be with, I wanna see my
motherfuckers come hijacking my channel, they retarded ass people on that. Straighten this out, alright? Here with Baba Russian. Bring your ass over here. Always want me to come over there and support your channel. You making money, you ain't buying no land, you old, man. Nah, brother. You should have been doing this since you was 30. If you'd done this, Baba Russian, when you was in your teens, you had done it before I came into this world. You wasn't teaching nobody nothing. You was running around like everybody else in ignorance. When I got your age, I was telling everybody who they were. I was, matter of fact, younger than you. I was 7, 8 years old getting my ass whooped. Before that, anytime I sat around talking about 10 little niggas, before I was 10 little Indians, we used to get our ass whooped. We had the books and everything. Mama tried their best to kill me. So I was 6 years old, 5 or 6, something like that. It's a reminder of the past. It's like Wes Studi, the great actor, Vietnam veteran, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, identified as white. Don't know his father, whose real father is. But I can tell you this, born in 1945, if you're born after 1845 on this land, or you around 1890 something to 19 something, and you know Wild Bill Cody, when he brought the Ket and Arabs over here to do the shows to take our place, because they weren't here before that. They were homosexuals. They were messing with the little boys. A lot of them got killed messing with our young men. Like, these kids want to come over here talking to me about my history on my mother's side. You ain't ready to handle what I got to offer. But you can research everything I speak about. The difference when you know compared to when you don't know, and you're running around in this little fake identity. A lot of you are my freaking enemies. You Palestinians, you Native Americans, come over here looking. A lot of you, but I made friends and I made family with some. And they're responsible and they're respectful. The rest of you, your numbers are nothing. Hell, my people outnumber you that alone, 100 to 1. Talking about war and fighting. We're not warlike. We are war. That's all I'm gonna tell you for the last time. You stupid ass.
Yo, kid, you can take my advice and dismiss the current hit list. These cats are getting fat from facades and illusion, causing grief and confusion.
My uncle, he won't admit it. When he was in Vietnam, they thought he was Chinese. Or Native American by the new narrative, but no, we're the old narrative, the original narrative. Tired of this nonsense, man. His brother and his sister look kind of pretty much the same. They darker. It's the beautiful thing about parents, you know what I mean? Man, some of y'all running with that black stuff. I'm so tired of y'all. It's dumb. You have choices. You know, your choices, you don't have to choose to be dumb. We're going to wait till a few more people come in because you see they want to hijack everything. Get them out of here. You know what I mean? All right. I'm going to wait for a few more people. We're going to keep it a little silent for a little while. I just had some of the Cashapp, blood. I just had some of the Cashapp, man. With the ganeo and the cinnamon. Yo, man. I got like 5 cucumbers in the fridge. One of the ones that fell on the floor, remember, just bought it. That thing already molded up. I like a cucumber like that. That means they ain't got no chemicals. And you know, they didn't have no powder, nothing on it. I want to get over there and pick up about 5 or 10 more of them. I want to cut them up, put a little bit of water and lemon or lime, and pop them in the freezer. So that way I can just go ahead and put them in a blender and the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, instead of juicing it. You know, what's going on, Ganja? It's Monday and you see everybody's obedient slaves, right? And then you got the goofy alphabet. I hate calling them anything. This dumbasses watching everything as if they know, because I'm making sure I say things I don't want them to listen to. I don't want them to believe shit because they damn sure don't know. They're going to find out. All around like nobody knows. Like, you know, I think about some of those young soldiers, those young men who put on those costumes out there, who came across things, and these bastards gunned them down and they made up a story. Yeah, they were kidnapped by the ISIS and they were beheaded. And, oh, no. These were motherfuckers right here who put on a black uniform with an M4 and everything else in different vehicles than you and everybody else, who murdered people right here. Now, you special forces characters, only met a few that know different. Over here, we have a lot of extra Delta Force. I can't speak on everybody. All right? And we communicate. Rangers, a lot of Rangers. We talk. And they know it. They know things, you know? The problem is people don't understand that phonetically. And I don't advocate violence, but sometimes you got to meet it with extreme violence. They wish they were back there, they would do things different. Nah, I said you had a choice then. Don't give energy to something you don't want no participant. You don't want no particulars or participant in. There's other way to deal with things. So I told y'all to leave me the fuck alone. Stop watching. Go on about your goddamn business. And I ain't gonna say it again. Oh, that's yours. Why your shit gotta be over here? I thought it was mine. Yo, that's the lower. I got one more to put together. Theirs is pretty good, man. I got a Daniel Defense one. I got the guys with the trigger drop in. I got a few things. I can't show you. I could talk about it. I'm not big on drop-ins, you know, because I got the guys that you could just build in, you know what I'm saying? That's what's on my 223 Wild right here. The black one right there. This one, I ain't going to tell y'all what's in that. That's straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's the real deal. Gotta take my vitamin D. I'm not getting as much sun as I should. I'll be going out here. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm just gonna read today. But I wanted to sit there and drop some things to some people. Sisters, don't come over here emotional with me, because I'm gonna check you. Women think they're supposed to be emotional. You're not an emotional creature. You're supposed to be bound and tightened. Otherwise, how can you make wise decisions? See, everything that's going on in the world today and how they pump it up is the opposite of what it should be. Men running around emotional, they're supposed to be the most emotionless things ever. But not autonomous, not like some robot. But that's how they're moving. Like they're being programmed or something. But because they didn't have strong men to nurture them correctly, and strong and powerful women, well, this is what you get. But there's no one over the other. You cannot have one over the other. The problem is a lot of these people are still listening to a bunch of BS because of the circumstances and the situation they've been, enveloped in. That's the reason why I am going to, besides reading Behold the Pale Horse, I'm taking my time because it's still early. I'm going to read Negro Project first. Because Margaret Sanger did a job and everybody's still participating in it, like a bunch of knuckleheads. Vitamin D, K2. This is plant-based. I shared with y'all. Until they come out with something, this is what I've been using since the fake demic. When I think the second year, this right here has been the most beneficial thing, especially when I didn't want to go outside because of my back, my knees. Until I started pushing on my truck, you know, doing cloud hands and squats. I got 100 pounds of chains. I don't like weights, but I put my wraps on my knees to keep them, you know what I mean? And I take the 100 pounds, put them up. I don't power lift. I never was a person in the bodybuilding. I don't believe in that. You either strong or you're not strong. I weighed in at 210 this morning, all the way from 240 from 2.5 months ago, right? I sit there and I take those chains and I walk and I have to do squats because they build up the teardrops and everything. You know, we don't allow ourselves to access pain. It doesn't mean that it's not there and it's uncomfortable. That it's not uncomfortable. It just means how do you process it? It's like getting in the cold water. I have a filter that gets rid of everything. I have a bunch of them, refills. But I took a hot shower because my right ankle was sore. And no water or nothing, but a little, you know. So I took the hot to get the cortisol. I wanted to wash my hair. And so I turned to the cold and I forgot around this time. And with that pressure, with the thing, that almost doubles like if it's like 54 degrees, the water, cold water at 54 degrees cold, right? It's going to make it feel like about 38, 40 degrees. I don't get into all of it. I just know that's how it works. So I put it right where I usually put it when I just take a cold shower with the old filter, which was just 4 pellets, and then the one I utilized. That thing came out like, I'm talking about like when I get in cold water and then I add the icicles to it. That water came out like that, man. That had me going, whoo! I mean, I was in there. I was gonna say if I keep dancing, it's gonna rain. Cause let me tell y'all something. I was Flintstone yabba dabba. I wasn't getting out. I mean, you know, I was just letting it hit me until my body adjusted. I was like, wait, I've been doing this for so long. My body kind of locked up. I was like, whoa, oh, hot, boy. And then I put my head under it and it hit my back, you know, in the next spot. I thought y'all got together and cursed me for a moment. It was so cold. Cause I was like, this is not wild week cold. Even with the snow on the beach front, when I walk out like 4 feet and sit down, I said, this is some devil cold. Man, whoo! I was in there and I said, thank goodness the windows were open. Because usually I open the windows to turn off the heat and let the cold air come in and, you know, just deal with it. I sound like a straight up, like a banshee up in there, like a goat. Man, I was, listen, that cold hit me, y'all, because I did it quick. I was under the hot water. I ain't even get much because they don't want to close the pores, right? I figured it was going to be like 54 degrees, you know. That's like San Diego, you know, cool, but you can deal with it. Boy, that cold water, and I love cold water, right? But I almost got to hating it this morning, man. But don't worry, tonight after I go out, I'm doing a little afternoon or evening, kind of when it gets dark, dusk, right? Rucksack, about 50 pounds. Of course, I have that underneath thing, so nobody able to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always underneath. I have my copper tone back brace and my wrap, because you know it's just what it is. And at least walk about 4 or 5 miles. I'm not gonna jog, just walk, maybe 8 miles. I'll walk, I don't know, I might walk all the way up to 10 o'clock. I know it'll be about 6:30. I might just walk 3 hours, 4 hours. I don't know. It's gonna be around the track, and then, cause I'm gonna walk there. I'm not bringing my truck. I'm gonna walk all the way back by the airport, all the way down to the school, which is about a mile. Get to the track, and got my little watch right there. I hate wearing watches. Put the time on and just walk. Rucksack, just walk around the track while it's dark for hours. Just walk, and then walk my ass back home. Regardless of I'm gonna have my Camel. It's gonna have some electrolytes. It's gonna have some lime water, full. Do my best not to drink none of it. So, welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the clan. We're a clan. You know that, right? You know what a clan really is? I would love people to stop getting information and then running with it as if they know what they're talking about. You gotta do research, and it ain't 10 minutes, and it's not about you being so smart you think you got it. See, those are the people you stay away from. I've got numerous black belts, and I tell you right now, I am no master at anything. I am always a student. It doesn't matter the fact that I was studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu before it even became a thing here, and all these kids who weren't born went to war, and look at me, I'm in the ring, who don't know they're overtraining, and that there are people out here who can read them, and before they even get that little shoot, that little knee run and stuff, will knock them out. They don't get it, because see, a lot of them aren't really street fighters. Some of them get a hold of little punks when they lock them out, choke them out. Monkey crawl around people and all that. Yeah. And all that stuff. That don't mean nothing. That's not denoting, because let me tell you something. Mixed martial arts is nothing but street fighting. That's all it is. What have you learned? But how well have you honed it in? And then where's your mind? Okay, because I see a lot of stuff going on with SEALs and MMA fighters, one of the worst ones, MMA fighters in the world. But I'm sitting here looking at this like, boy, if this ain't some real serious ego stroking, like, tone it down. There are people out here don't care about neither one of them and would juke either one of them with their hands. I'm being honest. And some of them know it. There are people locked up that if they, let me tell you something. There's people out here in the country I know, and you will never see them do it. You just got to be fortunate to know who pick you up with one hand and throw you across the street. I'm serious. You think they don't exist? Oh, yeah. They're still out here. And I was a power lifter. I ain't picking nobody up and throwing them across nothing. At least not even across the bed. I'm a knockout artist. Straight up. I'm a rib breaker. Punch in your arm, put your arm to sleep. I'm just built different. It's one of the best fighters we had growing up. He's dead. Got stabbed in Miami, I think, by a Jamaican, and he took the knife out and killed the one who killed him. Eric. He was skinny as all things, and people would think, "Oh, he's skinny." It ain't got nothing to do. The 6'2" or whatever. He was fighting 3 or 4 people and knocking each one out one hit. We're talking about guys you think is tough, squabble, the long squabbles. So keep believing in the world you exist in and not looking outside of it, as you should, but knowing that everything outside of you is actually within you. All right? So we're going to go ahead and get this read on. I'm going to read a little bit of the Negro Project, and then we're going to get into a little bit of the Behold the Pale Horse. You got to remember now, because it's been a little while. We had our brother here. We had a good time. Let me make sure that this one knocked the page. Knocked it. Are you for real, Al? Told y'all he be I'm not angry at him. He be messing with my books. Now you know that, right? I got it. I know exactly where he was at. All right, we're at Article 7, right? The regulatory branch. But I'm getting tired of him messing with my books, y'all. So anyway, I mean it's cute, but it's just not all right. You know what I mean? So we'll get into that, and we're just gonna read. Let me see, because it's good information. But we're gonna read about 3 chapters. Okay, it's 12, but we're gonna read 3 because the next 4 that we read until the last 3 or 4 is like, what I'm saying, it's more than enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the Negro Project. Who's up in here? Yeah, I got a Herbo. What's up, Terry Peters? What's happening? What's up, beloved? When I set up the first one, it took him a minute because he had to run in, right? But somebody was here, and it wasn't who you think. And they still attempting to control the narrative. And I told you, they're stupid. And these are people probably who are told not to do so, or probably told because they want to see what happens. Or it's the machine, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. So I deleted the first one. That's pretty cool. Anyway, this is the Negro Project. Margaret Sanger's diabolical, duplicitous, dangerous, disastrous, deadly plan for so-called Black America. We know that's misnomer. We know that's ignorance based upon how it's put forward, but it is what it is. Hope you remember where we were. Or you can go back. I didn't put it up in here. Maybe I should add it up here as far as these 2 books. But now if you're watching it, that means you know where to go back to catch up. Okay? Margaret Sanger did not come into this world as an evil person. No one does. Not even Hitler, Stalin, or Mao Zedong was an evil. So he killed over 60 million people. Hitler wasn't evil. Stalin, you don't mention that. But Hitler was against all that. You got to remember, Hitler was fighting Russia because of what they did to the original inhabitants. Even though Hitler knew what happened and why he was fighting in World War I, what it was really about, the Somme and everything with France and Europe. It was about because they just got power and they wanted to see who was going to be the leading power. Remember, they're all cousins when they took over this so-called Europe. Okay? Yeah. This is what happens when you're getting people new to the earth in positions they never were meant to be in. That's why you have these wars. You know that? See, if it was us, when I'm not talking about those goofy leaders in Africa fighting amongst each other, keeping them because they play a role with them pale skins. Okay? Before that, they didn't exist until them fake goujars. I don't bite my tongue when I say this. The cat. All the people are the same Yaphet, which is in throughout many books, the Yaphetic. Gog and Magog are the ones you would consider Chinese and Japanese and all this other stuff. Gujar. Just like I told you, Wild Bill Cody. And that circus, that was the introduction because of the world zoos of all these Ket people and Arabs who play Indians today on our soil. Guzars. I'm not making this up. I'm not saying every one of them because we subjugated and whooped a lot of their behinds. And many of them didn't like what the world was coming and they joined us. But you have this perversion running around who have been educated and nurtured in a lie and they believe that they can just go ahead and run their little soup bowl. No, there's many of them who are worried because they know the old stories. They don't tell you. I got a story to tell, remember? But they telling you the truth. Didn't I just tell y'all a few times that the Cherokee chief says, oh yeah, there's some black folks who are really Cherokee. He knows it's the majority. He's just playing it safe because they're punks. They don't want to get dead. Jay Winter Nightwolf been telling y'all forever. And he got attacked by all the arbitraries and idiots. And he's still telling you the truth. He's toning it down. All right? And that other one, you know who made the deal with the government, started doing genealogy, getting paid to go overseas. Started saying, yeah, some of y'all's African. You know, Langley, me and him used to chat when I lived in New York all the time. And he got pissed off because you niggas were still listening to them fools. He said, okay, so you want to be an African? Well, he's playing his role. And who'd you see him up there shaking hands with? Well, some of you people are ignorant. You don't know nothing. Played right into Margaret Sanger and all they damn hands. And you want to argue with me, still chatting like you saying something. But you're scared to come over here. You're scared to speak live. You're scared to say something to me. I bet in my face you wouldn't say a goddamn thing. So anyway, let's go back into reading. Because I'm getting tired of y'all. Not y'all, but you know what I mean. Anyway, like good. Is a learned behavior. Remember, it is a learned behavior. Just like people's ignorance, all right? Sanger's work as a nurse was based on a genuine desire to do something about the dangerous and often fatal conditions women faced in childbirth. She also wanted to help these women avoid the same fate that befell her mother, and very nearly took her own life. All of which was quite laudable and very commendable. She had the best of intentions. But as the old adage goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And Sanger's racism, her religious bigotry, and her adherence to the ideas of the radical left in the early 1900s. All this is new shit. That's why I can't stand when the fellas are like, yeah, we've been here since the Revolutionary War was complete bullshit. Anyway, which have been cited here as well as her dealings with eugenics, both in the United States, which is not this land, but anyway, and in other countries, all served to effectively destroy whatever good work she performed earlier in her life. By the time the ABCL had changed its name to Planned Parenthood Federation of America in 1942, surprisingly, what happened in 1942? Ominous to the war, right? And some other things. The Negro Project was in full swing, supported and promoted with the unwitting participation of prominent Black Americans. Supported and promoted with the unwitting participation of prominent Black Americans from the clergy, whom Sanger had targeted from the outset. academia, healthcare professionals, financiers, media, and just about everyone in between. So she knew how to smile in a nigga's face. Honestly, niggas, because I mean they're dead. I ain't talking about the real melanated, orthodox people, the fools. And she would sit right there and smile. So this is a practice they've consummated and made. That's why when you smile in my face, no, y'all look at you like, no, you's a problem, boy. Don't smile in my face. And when you come all serious, I know exactly what I need to do. Anyway, right off the jump, don't come looking dead, because I look dead in the face too, and it ain't fair. Anyway, academia, healthcare professionals, financiers, media, and just about everyone in between. Sanger had snookered them so well with her stated goal of helping women to improve their health. And by limiting the number of children, they would do their part in contributing to the financial stability of their families. But the real hidden agenda, though not as apparent at the time, would one day wreak untold havoc on an entire group of Americans. And for one simple reason, those behind it saw many of their fellow citizens as inferior, simply because of the color of their skin. This plot was carried off so well, so cleverly, that with the exception of a very few people, no one saw it coming until it was far too late. This is a stark, sad fact with which Margaret Sanger's apologists have yet to come to grips, most of all who refer to themselves as our so-called black leaders. After all, the Negro Project was directed at this segment of the population. Therefore, the onus is of these leaders to demand a full accounting so that the facts surrounding this disgraceful and disturbing chapter in our history can be laid bare for all to see. Only then can the healing truly begin. We have notes, and we'll get into those next time, because we're going to start getting into the next better part of that. I want to pull something up. All these smart asses. Now, sisters, if you had abortions, you're forgiven, but don't come talking over here. You just be quiet until the appropriate time. Don't come over here with your sorry excuses. Well, what it was and what I don't even want to hear it. It was ignorance. You didn't know no better. Impatience. Partaking in a world that means snookered into, right? But are you willing to hold people accountable today? And niggas, some of you were forced to pay, and you willingly coughed up the $80, $120 to $160 at the time, we're talking about a little while ago, to do it. I don't know what it costs now. I think it's free for some places because they love killing your people. Excuse me. Let me make sure I get it right. See, that's why I get tired of these niggas and this. And I don't have an issue with the teachings. I have an issue with the discernment, because nobody's taught how to discern the teachings. And then those who push the plagiarisms that have been canoodled into our world stories. And then the people who have hijacked our identity. And then the bastions of them that believe they can kill it away and then they can be the world power, as if that was supposed to be something that didn't start eons ago. But I know that I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and the company of nations shall come from you, and kings shall come from you, your own bodies. But then it says, and I will make your descendants multiply as the stars of heaven. I will give your descendants all these lands, and in your seed all the nations. You know who he's talking about. Live it, right? Okay. In Genesis 15, this forever promise meant that God will multiply the people, give them a particular piece of land forever, and he will be God as they are. See, what you don't get is the bourgeois are sick fucking people. Have y'all studied up on them? Have you studied up on Gog and Magog and all of them of Japhet? Even there's 3 different places where these fake Jews have flipped around who was actually first, when the oldest son is Shem. The second is Ham, and the youngest is Japhet. Gomer has so many bastard children, and you see them right now, and they running around the world in positions and places, and all they do is subjugate their own relations. From the bloodlines of the original people of those lands to war, they sit up there in a big fake thing looking at everybody. They never touch a coin or a dollar. And because people are so dumb down here, except for us, who continue to create, because it's in us. Not only that, so whenever I see women who want to have abortions, I say they're not of our bloodline. That's why I ask, what's your bloodline? What's your blood type? When I say bloodline, it means the people. Tell me about your families. And when they say, well, I was adopted from an adopted family, I say, well, you're a lost cause. That means it's not polluted by blood, but it's polluted by ideology. Does it mean that they can't be saved? Well, they have choices. Everybody has a choice. They have a choice to stop, because I know how it stops. I don't give a damn what they do and what they're flying around and where they at and how. It don't matter who's here, whatever. I know how it ends. Their machine can't tell them how it ends, and I don't give a damn if it's 100 years. There's people around here playing us, and they're liars, and they're the ones that can correct it. And what they're doing right now, slowly going around, going to all these reservations, telling them you're not indigenous to the land. They're removing them from the land. People say it's got to be for minerals. And man, they don't have to go to no fake-ass reservation to dig up oils and stuff. Damn it, this land right here, our earth, has more resources than you can even understand. There's nothing running out. Oil is the second largest amount of liquid on the earth. And we're not even talking about, we're just talking about right here. Gas could be 25 cents. It's a game they're playing. But y'all want to come and talk to me like you know me, like you have a clue because you did this or you did that. I can't stand when the niggas tell me, I went to college. And so what the fuck, another dummy in college. I'm on that too. I used to harass the damn professors. Would you like to teach? I go and be like, walk away. And then they come back and the people talking about, I know the answer to that one. And they're like, well, where you learn that from? I was like, not from this damn book. They learned it from me. You asked me to teach. You was a smart ass. You walk your ass out. I'm the same age as you, motherfucker. And you don't know nothing. Curriculums. They change every goddamn semester. Professors couldn't stand me. So smart. And don't know shit. Making you just as dumb as them. To keep you stuck in a system, not looking outside. Perceiving and conceptualizing something outside of it. And that's where most people walk around with these fake ass elusive illusions of an ideology and narrative, think they know everything and they don't know nothing. Nothing. Now, I'm going to say it one more time for you new cats to come over here. Think you coming over here. I don't need you to share shit until you sit down for a minute and listen and watch. Or go back and watch videos and pay attention and get the fucking message before you come over here thinking you're going to do some teaching over here. Go build your own fake ass YouTube channel. Don't you ever come over here thinking you teach somebody or you correcting somebody as if you don't know if I know them or not. I appreciate those who are teaching, but when you try and correct people, you don't see me correcting. Don't you fucking say a motherfucking thing, because you'll be the one I correct. Well, you get the fuck going. That's me being polite. Let's see, where is that? As it says, we all study up on Wild West Cody, or Wild Bill Cody. Yes, that's right. You motherfuckers, the majority of you, I would say 90% of you, weren't here. The majority of Native Americans, Chinese, Arabs, Gujars, because they're not the original people, Cathay of so-called China. They're not the original people. You hear me? Arabs, Gujars, kind of two and the same. Not all Arabs are who you think they are. Some of them, because it's a new identity, killed a lot of original people. So subjugated by who? What were they doing during the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th century? That you can amount to being the motherfucking 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Yes, that's how the fuck it works, y'all. And when you start doing this math and you start realizing, you start to come understand. I've been saying this for so goddamn long. Now, people, how come the pale skins keep picking it up? They're actually, somebody shared a video somebody did 3 weeks ago, and they got fucking 100,000 views. Here, I've been saying it forever, and because you worthless niggas. You come over here, you don't share it, you don't say shit, only 3 or 4 people sharing it. The rest of you sit here and you, and then they come over watching, disrespectful, but they don't understand. There's a spell. See how there's a spell. You come over here being disrespectful, taking this information and running with it and not redirecting it because there's more to go with it. Well, let's see how long that lasts. Let's go ahead and get into a little bit of William Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse. Lemon water. I love when people think it's all a game. My apologies. That's the bitch. Look like Down syndrome and motherfucking leprosy. She even looks like a low-key Native American, right? Know your fucking enemies. Not every one of them. I'm not saying they're not family. See, this is where y'all get it mixed up because you let the drama fill your hearts when love is supposed to be filled in there. But the direction to know the truth, they're still fucking family. No matter how you want to see it. Yeah, it's hard for you to accept that, ain't it? Fucking monkeys. Anyway, Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. We're in Article 7, the regulatory branch. I noticed y'all paid attention because the other one was pretty long, indeed, as it should have been, because of what it was about, which is the House of Representatives. And before that was the legislative branch. And most of you, like these goddamn so-called sheriffs, you got a bunch of dumb fucking sheriffs out here who are supposed to be constitutional all the way, who don't even know the goddamn Constitution. So what are they doing? They're bringing in all these little secret society, little fake ring, faggot-ass punk niggas, put them in costume and stuff, running around to regulate a bunch of dumbasses who don't know. Every time you hear a cop say, so you're a sovereign city, that shows you that he's a dumb motherfucker because by the Constitution, by the Bill of Rights, and by your fuck the birth certificate, but by that, wherever you're born, you are the sovereign citizen of that name. So that shows you there's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers who are taught how to do some fighting and some shooting who don't know the fucking truth. Some simple shit based on my ancestors' constitution, motherfuckers. Anyway, Article 7, the regulatory branch. Research it. Section 1. There shall be a regulatory branch. Regulatory means what? To regulate, right? Regulation. Is that one the same? I think it's two different things, but to regulate, right? A regulatory branch. And there shall be a national regulatory chosen by majority vote of the Senate and removable by a 2/3 vote of that body. 2/3 vote of that body. Wow. It should be the people, right? Based upon what the people say. That's how it's supposed to be. We can go back and we can cover that if you don't get it. His term shall be 7 years, and he shall make and administer rules for the conduct of all economic enterprises. What are we doing? What do we got going on right now? We have something that's based upon a false sense of democracy. This is the republic, a constitutional republic. Everything that they've done now has been outside of the Constitution and the republic. See, and they were supposed to be removed, if not by the fake ass military, which wasn't supposed to be established, only based on the wars they conscripted. But the people who are in there to be morally subject, as in the UCMJ, that when an officer or something gives you something that is immoral and goes against the Constitution and everything else, they are supposed to, even in the military, stand up against it, as we fucking did when I was in. But we wasn't a bunch of pussies when I was in the military. We got a lot of pussies in the military now. And so we subjugated and we said, not the fuck today. And then during certain wars, motherfuckers struck back. Now, you know the Gujarats, how they move. They attempted to make and pervert that, right? In secrecy. See, y'all don't know truth for shit. Anyway, let's keep going. Anyway, the regulatory branch shall have such agencies as the board may find necessary and are not disapproved by law. Section 2. The regulatory board shall consist of 17 members recommended to the Senate by the regulator, excuse me. Unless rejected by majority vote, they shall act with the regulator as a law-making body of industry. That means here, they shall initially have terms of 1 to 17 years, one being replaced each year and serving for, listen to this, 17 years. They shall be compensated and shall have no other occupation. Section 3. Under procedures approved by the board, the regulator shall charter all corporations or enterprises except those exempted because of size of other characteristics, or those supervised by the Chancellor of Financial Affairs or by the intendant, or those whose activities are confined to one new state. I'm going to show you something right now. And Rondo, you agree with me. These right here, you know the purpose the Chinese are making this? It's not only to break you. It's because that way they can have certain operatives come into this land. This is by that fake ass CIA and the military and pharmaceutical ran by BlackRock and all those other motherfuckers, so they can put them in here so they can keep you to serve as they're bringing foreign fighters in. This was the plan from the get-go, but it has nothing to do with the truth of the Constitution or each article established and the Bill of Rights. Everything they're doing has been against everything, and you've been listening to a lying-ass media. You've been listening to dumb people who still call themselves black and everything else, and a bunch of foreigners who could be family and responsibly respectful, but don't know the truth of this land. They didn't even know we had great buildings that rivaled Rome and everywhere else. That shows you that they not know who the fuck they are. Because my great uncle says, oh man, we master masons. That's why it was important for me to learn how to weld, how to build and everything else on the farm and everything else, agriculture, because that's who we always been, and I'm an inventor. See, that's where you fuck up when some of you trolls come over here and some of you motherfuckers come talking on my channel, as if you on this channel, and I'm very respectful of most people. I just don't respect fools. I love you. I don't hate you. I know it might sound like, well, that's dumb. Oh, wait, you just said something. Oh, so what? I changed the fuck up. That's what I did. It's not hard to make. You used to be able to go to hobby shops and buy transistors and all that shit and know how to program it. Get all these little keys. You take foam mold. It's like a clay. It's a mold. Pour this on shit. Buy the pellets and everything to make your own plastics. You used to be able to, you can make your own shit. This is garbage what they make. And we can still use it. You just got to figure out all the phonetics of how it works. There's no need for this to be outsourced from Korea, China, Taiwan. It's because these motherfuckers are sick and delusional. They're overpaying themselves. Government's gotten too big because it's outside of the Constitution, because they've been groomed and grafted in to go ahead and be traitors to it in these little secret perverted societies that ain't got shit on it, because the motherfuckers here who were Nazis had nothing to do with the truth of those who were in Germany. Motherfucking Hitler wasn't no goddamn racist. Tired of stupid motherfuckers. And many of them were these fake ass Jews. I don't bite my tongue. You put ads, whatever the fuck. It's the facts. I got all the books written by them. What they're telling themselves and telling me where I'm lying. Anywho, I'm going to have to mark this because I ain't going to read too much more of this. Because I know a lot of you don't really get it anyway. But we'll continue on. Now, that was new states. New states, not new state, but new states, okay? Charter shall describe proposed activities, and departure from these shall require amendment on penalty of revocation. For this purpose, there shall be investigation and enforcement services under the direction of the regulator. Well, who does that sound like to y'all? Well, you had alcohol prohibition, tobacco, and fire. Who the fuck does that sound like? Isn't that one of the big import-exports? Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms at one particular time? Cotton was at one time, right? And hemp was a big thing that made most of the fake-ass world that we live in, right? So they say. Wouldn't that be the fake-ass FBI? See when they hijack something, they can use it, a president can use it against certain petitions to groom you motherfuckers, and then the ATF that ain't even supposed to be standing, it was just another thing to arm up, just as they did the USDA, the FDA, and every fucking thing else. Y'all ain't paying attention to shit. And these Pelskis running around with this fake white superiority because they ain't the white fucking house. It's called the Franklin house because it's a nigga's house. Stupid motherfuckers. You want to challenge me on it? Which one of you motherfuckers, when we talk a certain way, I've acquired and acquiesced because of training, also the calmness of my voice, because this is what I had to do. Oh, shut the fuck up. Want to challenge me on it? I'm tired of you worthless motherfuckers. Anyway, we're going to stop right there. because then we got the next, which the next four is, excuse me, 4 through 7, which is expanse, and then we'll get into 8 through 12. Remember, that's what I said, okay? Which will help bring things further into more context. Excuse me. Hope that made sense. I'll holler once I'm off work. All right, baby girl. Kiamia, what's going on, beloved? Yeah, Dudes in the Hands, Rick Pettis, Marcus Williams. It's funny how a lot of people come and watch and they don't say nothing, then all of a sudden they want to comment on everything afterwards. Like I won't get rid of their monkey asses while being in here and not saying hi, tribe, and everything else. I don't care where you're from. Oh, Paul Cook hit me up. He says, yo, he's going, because it's a little different from over there. He had to work. When he sent me back the message, you know, I know I hit my boy Links and a couple other people I can't say because I used another way of communicating with them to make sure that Paul Cook is okay, because he has this troll over there with license plates 007, all this following him. I wish I could only be as fucking lucky. But he can't just go and get a gun. And I think that was by way of Malta. So I reached out to my boy, who's Guyanese and a few other things out the Caribbean, and a couple other homies over there who are Jamaican and Hindustani, to watch. I can't say anything else to make sure he's okay. Now, any of y'all can do that? Can any of you motherfuckers do that? No. Without military and Mr. Bush team and good people, no. Can any of you fucking do that? I love my peoples, man. I don't care what crayon color it is. It's a new generation, it's a new age, and things have to change. Some of you motherfuckers are trying to reclaim the old, and you don't even know nothing about the first thing about the fucking old. Not a goddamn thing. Hold on. People just got a lot of fucking mouth with a brain that don't function right. I don't say that out of hate. I say that because it's the fucking truth. I know it's like, well, who does he think he is? The problem is you think. I know who the fuck I am. There's a difference. I'm so tired of broke back motherfuckers. I really am.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about to suppress
this.
Rising, I mean, the oppressed.
This is like 38 years old, y'all.
That's what my music's about.
The other one's made by Cheap Two Bears Ross. Y'all remember our brother, right? The other one's made by
people who can have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
somebody in the Seminole Nation. I can't say a name. And the one upstairs, somebody's wife who's a, you know what I mean? Somebody's wife who's, you know what I mean? Like, or the Mohican. Like, somebody, right? Well, that one upstairs is about 25 years ago. I like to know people, especially when you know your family and you know the truth. You can have that linguistic. That's why I'm surprised that the monkeys that come over here thinking they know me, and that shows me that I know exactly who they are. They're foreigners. They're not of this soil. They're not our people. So be careful when you come over here running your fucking mouth and all that. Kill me, or that's my brother. All these guys up in here, those are my brothers. Westside is getting back in the groove of things. He'll be back. He'll be strong and ever. You know what I'm saying? He's already a strong motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. That's a goddamn gorilla. You know what I'm saying? But here, all right, we got powerful sisters. Some of them need to be that energy directed. Max V, I know you back in the studio, bro. So I'll be ready. Everybody listen. I told them SoundCloud, Spotify. Get them views up, share it on YouTube and everything. You know how it is, man. So we get shit done. And Westside can produce music, goddamn. Well, he could be, as far as I'm concerned. I can manage it where it be something for those who want to get with the orthodoxy and the history of music. Not knocking our brother Redbird and all that, all right? To me, he's part of us. All right? When they tell you about the land bridge,
That's how it all is.
I laugh and I say, well, why would they have to come across some land bridge millions of years ago when Russia and Alaska has always been 55 miles? And I know motherfuckers that used to take canoes and document it and race them for fucking days at a time. You know what I mean? Miles, let me tell you about the fake Jew, right? This son of a bitch is dumber than you think. That's why he need weapons. But he can manipulate motherfuckers based on you fighting each other because he ain't bad enough to whoop everybody's ass. But y'all dumb enough to listen to the motherfucker because they women was pretty fine. And y'all ever seen some of the original the pictures of some of them motherfuckers? Man, them daughters like, you know what I'm saying? Big old booties. Yeah, man. Brown, kind of brown like. Y'all don't know, man. What do you think of the Kama Sutra? Come on, man. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Fuck a lot of motherfuckers head up. Look at Samson, right? If you know the stories. The problem is y'all don't know how to really put things together because you ain't have nobody really put you in the right direction. I've been giving you a little more focus. And most people are having a hard time, and yet I'm seeing pale skins are grabbing it. Now they're talking about the Gujarat. Now they're talking about the different names of the people and this, that, and other. Yes! And they're starting to go, oh, wait, Yaphet and Gomer, and look at all the cousins and the sisters and the brothers. They're like, wait a minute. Yeah. That's why we're supposed to continue to multiply. The reason why Margaret Singer, we want her focused. So she was a racist, goofy bitch, nurtured to be so, a Cabbage Patch. Yes, a Cabbage Patch Kid, right? She was pulled in and subjugated because of her practices in the fake medicine. And because who was behind that? Why you think Rockefeller supported it? This is what y'all, and the Vanderbilts. And the Rothschilds. Goddamn, we can go on and on. Because you don't know that. Because they didn't teach you in some school. You can't put it together. And then you don't know where to look in a fucking book to bring it in the... You see what I'm saying? And there's more names you can make up because there's more fucking people. You dig what I'm saying? No? Know the original people of this land. Not everyone, but when you know, you know. That's why genealogy is important. That's why it's very important. And remember, Ronald, we got to do the frequencies. And we got to do the, like, I go, like, say I'll drive the Copper Man, you stay here. I'll drive to Tuba City, you know, I'll wait with beep beep. We can tune it, even while using our cell phones until we get the right tune. But I got to show you how to go about tuning it. All right? I know you're like, God damn, how you know? Yeah, man, you know I be fucking around with shit, man. And I'll show you the up and down, where, and you know what I'm saying? And then once we get it locked in, because it's like that with this stuff. Now, I got a radio that I ain't got to do nothing that one. That's for emergencies. That's, you know. We'll get it done, though. We'll get everybody timed in. We don't care if they listen. They're listening and watching now. So what? With chips in their past, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grist in their past. Watch videos with other subliminals, predictive programming weirdo. So this right here, I gotta go straight it. 7 days in a row. Dandelion root. It's good for your pancreas. Good for you have sugar problems. Also good for your heart. Cayenne pepper is good for strengthening your arteries. But now I go strain this, and I'll save it for about an hour or two later. You know what I mean? And just sip on it. I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front like ex-Martian spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best worker. Makes me up, whether it's day or dark, creates this spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media, saviors I face, marks once we make. Knowledge what is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates this spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media, saviors I face, marks once we make. Knowledge what is when the right and space rocks.
Lost cats, that's what's up. What's over the cup? Blow the up. They don't know what's up, those lost cats keep saying, yo. You can't get cool from her. And that's the attitude, yo. It's clear in 5 minutes, they don't know what's up. 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 Know what's up.
All praises to the Most High. All praises to the great matriarch. Honor and respect to our ancestors. Jah, you've always had a father, off of your flow. Push your fire starter, the cause of your glow. But the trail I've blazed, I pray you turn from it. The hell I've raised, I pray you don't burn from it. The work I put in, I pray that you earn from it. The mistakes I've made, I pray that you learn from it. You my splitting image, little darker, little taller. I'm a shot caller, though you just a little baller. Latif, I'm still teaching you like he got yang. My yin, reaching you despite me, lock and chain. Like you speaking true, you ignite lots of pain. I feel the releasing of lightning and drops of rain from the sound cloud. You shine like me, the crown sprout. But unlike me, son, you haven't turned down loud. The smoke screen which surrounds you, shrouds your style. My shout allow your genius to astound the crowd, my beloved. You scintillate profuse, you my beloved. You resent fate, foolishly, you my beloved. Do ventilate, truthfully, you my beloved. Son, and who I'm well pleased. Okay, showing your vision is. Respling at my descending when filming your intuition extends. The lenses felt where your cinematographic flashes of your scripted class. Get your inner magic, dramatic action mixed with vivid aspects mastered. Surpasses the average glass, stretches the facet through the scope of life.
You like that, Mama?
You see,
Yeah, had to get it right. Had to get it right. Had to get it right. Look at that. That's that roots seed right there. That's the good stuff, right? Check it out.
You already knew the answer.
Sip on that.
I pray to God to give me
Yeah, lock. Done.
the love of my life, my wife, just a
It's back.
romance.
I know y'all looking at that motherfucker, right? That's good. Yeah, I built that motherfucker about 4 years ago, I think. Yeah, I built that. I can't handle it. I can't fiddle with it and all that because, you know, they go crazy. Oh, it's an airsoft. It's airsoft. You got a speed loader and everything. You speed load it, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the bottles go on the back, the air bottles. And whoa, it spit them out.
That the signal is describable or be programmable from a look.
So say if you're in the house, number love, family. I know Sarada, I know they all busy. She working, I think, at night. Medical field. That's what I love, man.
The most I sat me down to learn patience through abstinence, amongst other lessons. Perfect my craft and talents, balance of our legacy in the Black Hawks talents. Face adversity, overcome all challenges. Generational wealth for the next generation to us.
I'm gonna check it in a minute, Rondo, to see. We're gonna see if we can gap it a little bit by going down 2. Once we get it on frequency 3, 4, you know, I'll let you know, all right? So when we come back, I'm at the post office here in a little bit. I'm sipping on which card. I'm hungry though. I need to eat, but I made some excellent food. Trying to tell you, I'm taking a break from the damn beef today. So when we come back, we'll be reading Heaven Bearers and Exposing Exposition. We're getting into the real root, almost halfway of the exposition. Now I know I read it before, but now it's got a different place because when I got over this, I told you that what I was going to be reading next to bring it in. Now Nisi, Baby Girl Slaughter, she's actually reading Jamil Shamsi's first book, Don't Call My Dummy No Dummy. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, wait, wait. What? Woo! Oh, you know something else funny? So I found this thing on how the Cherokee people walk. Now, one peckerwood walk like but niggas walk just like as described by Francois. I forget the names. It's like several people that talk about the way we walk, and you can't hide it. I mean, it's just part of who we are. Prince of Vibes right here, y'all. Now I know in this picture it don't seem like it, but Rondo, even West Side, he's kind of big, right? Tell you, I'm not no small motherfucker. I'm pretty big, y'all. I'm like, you would think that if you saw me walking through the woods, you would think I was 5'10", like a gorilla, like for real. Like, I mean, I don't knuckle drag, but you would think like the way I'm built. Like, I know it doesn't seem like it, but trust me. And I'm still strong as a fucking ox. And so that's part of who we are. No, heritably. And this is the shit they fear. And they can vouch for it. They can vouch for it.
928-307-3030.
I want y'all to research this. I'm gonna drop some tape. You know there's ex-Maui police officers? And that's like gonna be ice. Well, now I'm telling you that these motherfuckers cooperated with this fake-ass government here, and that what you think was fire wasn't. I told you, they were over there lighting shit up on purpose. They wanted to get the people out. They don't give a fuck when they... Listen to me, man. That's why they need us gone. You don't get it, do you? So you bring in the hybrid, the fake ones, they don't give a fuck about them. That's why these Native Americans are smart. They'd be like, yo, wait a minute. Them niggas gotta be the original ones. We need to bind with them, because they're gonna get rid of you stupid motherfuckers too. Because to you, that you ain't nothing but cannon fodder. Challenge me on that knowledge. I don't advocate for violence. Y'all know as a guardian angel, I'm architect, teaching women and children on the reservations, free martial arts and boxing. And they've been successful. Some even going as far as after graduating high school to get involved in mixed martial arts. And whooping everybody's ass. Why? Because my sensei or my Sifu James and Red Wolf and yeah, you'll see them up on the stage. I told them don't be saying my name, don't do none of that. I'm telling you here now. That's your fire right there. Woo! I wish I was still hoop dancing. Them days long out, they gone out of me, y'all. Taking the hoops and hoop dancing, making the crab and all, man, the lobster and all. Nah, man, that shit is gone, bro. I know how to do it, but hoop dancing is gone, man. It's just the rhythm, bro. Soul people. Damn.
Capital One.
That take me back to the 80s, man. Hitting them head spins and windmills and What? DJ, where you at, boy? Where you at? With all them phonetics and shit. I was outside. Hold on. No. Call to my ancestors. I was outside crypto, messing around, you know, spelling out some words, right?
But when you not hear their cries, for we
Next dude said, oh, and I was like, you know, no, I was barefoot doing it too. I was like, oh, no. And he was like, you know, he was doing a little, I was like, roger that, bro. He loved it. I was out there just popping to the side, little two, you know, heel toe. I mean, I had to do it because my ankles and my knees were sore, you know what I'm saying? And I was trying to work it out. That was funny. After Ronald was gone, like I was out there just, you know, kicking on my shoes. Like, yeah, good weekend. We need more brothers up here and more sisters, but it was good. All right, so I'm gonna get myself together, get ready to get out here. Let the music play. Y'all can listen.
Miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marshall and Brooklyn, Projects of Us, when we were pushed in Cali to Florida, Arlie Cushion, like the terrorists, never ending, shit love, American Indians, from Belize to the Caribbean. Years I shot this sheriff man, shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared, no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were animals. Practice unclean religious rites, evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this canonical. If your brain's deeply maniacal, release or get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole, fighting the line now, the cheese back with both that big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, Big Brother, and his clique. I put that on Abraham and Esther. It's a must, we band together. Blend in the devil to stand the weather. Sound strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure, turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors.
Real shit.
Based on real life, it's nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. It's nothing like the old school. This goes way back. Before I was knee deep out in them streets, ganging it. Prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise. Eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows and my newly heights. Childhood, not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was mad, that's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fend off the jinns whispers. It was like my mother and father tried to hide us from the Pontius Pilates, King Herods, and other outsiders. No celebrating holidays, kept away from ungodly ways of playing games, calling names the cost of what folly pays. I'm saying you wouldn't believe such discipline, wishing to make friends with the neighborhood children. But it was like wish again from early on was taught I was different, not better, just gifted. There's a big difference. Had telescopes, microscopes, chemistry sets, books, maps, paints, carpentry tools, wrote poems, not yet known as raps. Learned alphabets and mathematics from my mama. Learned meditation and martial arts from my father. Watch my uncles create music, show I beat drums, play keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strum. Didn't consume pork nor beef. I would eat plums, not knowing this was part of who I would become. True stories. This is based on real life. It's before all else. Jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, it's what it feels like. True story. This is based on real life. This before all else. Jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations, now around. It feels like 1982 was no longer separated from the outside world off the porch. Yeah, I made it. First noticed her standing in my b-boy stance. Leapt at the chance and began to break dance on wooden floors. I got sore from the workout. It was me, Chili T, my man Shabazz Muhammad, and Phil G when I met her on 93rd. Next, Jeffrey Man, master of all crews, was written on my banner. The manner of my approach. Yo, I rocked her Roll with back spinners, atomic flares, and helicopters, hella proper. Guys that were awesome, tried to get fresh up at Basma and on commercial. Attempted to test a bus moves on linoleum. Loved her on cardboard. Roughed it off on concrete with combinations I had stored. Poured my heart into her around the time I met Dula, Yusef, Rashi, Stony Island Park, CVS, Schooler, Battleground, found passion. Another element, turned my heart into graffiti, evidence of being present. Taggers united together, network of writers who most times put all-nighters. True writers, 1987, we were kings of the line. Won the epic war with Sash on the damn run. My guys, Dickie, Tron, advance, planes out and vanish. I do this for you. And the true
You gotta get some more in there, bro.
True story, based on real life.
Love it.
This before all of jail feel nice.
Yo, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, man. That's one shit. There's some more. We got C-Dive in there and everything. I'm not gonna show everybody. I'm gonna do shit. I even got music from homies who don't have, there's no copyright, nothing like that. From back in the day, there's like your Rocket Red from Jersey and everywhere else, some fire stuff. I'm just taking my time right now. I'm getting that out. That's what's gonna be playing. And if you got some more, bring it to me. I would rather hear something that's a message that can help people and keep people locked in instead of all the lies that we run around in the world and the manipulation. Let's keep the 808s out. Let's stop messing on the 440. Again, you get to the EQ, bring something that brings around that 300. Make sure it's the decibels are different from the stuff that keeps us broken. Keep it within the 7 to 8 hertz. You dig what I'm saying? You people in the studio, you can do that. You don't have to keep on the fake crap that they've created to come out through these systems to keep people running around crazy and delusional, okay? All right, so I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I got to take my phone with me, obviously. I'm going to turn this light out. I got to close this window. I got the ones upstairs open because it's going to be a little warm day. And take care of what I got to take care of, you know what I mean? And when I get back around, we'll go ahead and see if we can manipulate some things where we can keep up with on the phone, like because the frequencies are something. And we got the towers. We're both close to towers. And on UHF and UHF, we should be able to, you know what I'm saying? So even with their cheap ass shit, well, these aren't cheap. These aren't cheap guys. These are radios. But like I said, they can interfere. They can listen. They're here. You know, they found another 2 balloons floating over the country. Something's about to go down. I ain't giving it no energy. I don't give a damn. I wish it went down already so we can get it cracking, you know. We made opportunity. We gave y'all some advice. We told you where you can come, you can be on the land. You can be digging and preparing instead of running around screaming and hollering like the majority of y'all going to do when the shit kick off with no hope. You know, we attempted to give some of y'all hope, but y'all want to stay where you're at. You know, and stay where you're at. Stay in the lives that you're available in. So let me get the fuck up out of here. And when I come back, we'll get the next read on, which is Heaven Bearers, okay? And, you know, Howdy Mikowski's, all right? Appreciate y'all. We're not tolerating stupid people. Don't come over here being stupid. Don't come over here with that YouTube arguing, black this and all that other, white that and all that other crayon shit. Building a different, it's different. The times are different. And there was a time, you know the importance of keeping us separated from the other individuals and keeping the hate between us? See, that's the whole problem. You don't know real history. So I prefer some of you stay shut the fuck up. But the black exploitators, the ones who've been promised for betraying you motherfuckers. Yes, Umars and all of them, they've been promised. Oh, because you wasn't at the meeting, you doubted. Them niggas, just like some of these fools running around, were promised. You betray, we're going to bless you. Think I'm kidding? All right. Hold on to that shit. Keep running around sharing their shit. You'd be surprised. Niggas pushing more this and more this and religion and all that. As smart as they sound, you'd be surprised. You give a little edge, make you believe it's all together, and they crush you with some other shit. That's what these worthless motherfuckers do, man. I'm not here for none of that, but I'm here for the smoke. Get with y'all later, all right?